Welcome to the Trinitech Cast. This is episode number 122. We are recording on the 13th of July, 2025. What about the 13th of July? Why did that jump out to me? School is closed. That is why it jumped out to me. School closed on the 11th. So I'm officially on what we call us teachers vacation. The envy of most of the other working world.
2 months. Let's get a real vacation.
It's
2 months.
7 weeks this time. It's not 2 months. It's not 8 weeks. It's 7 weeks. Because we end up getting 4 for Christmas. But the level of stress that we have to go through for the time that we are working is on par with neurosurgeons. It is researched and is a fact that we make more decisions than neurosurgeons do on a daily basis. So I thank you very much, Government of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm going to be spending my vacation time on home improvement this year because there are all kind of things to fix, boy. There are all kind of things to do, and I just like watching it on a daily basis. All right, yeah, don't worry. When vacation come, I'll fix that. Vacation,
yeah,
I'll
me
fix
too.
That.
I have a crack somewhere.
Good. A crack in the wall?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Not a big crack. That's like a...
I know, I understand, yeah, but how you gonna fix that?
Yeah,
you gonna fill it?
Yeah, I might put some putty. I might add I ain't gonna mix no mortar.
That
just put some putty and kind of...
Cover it up. That's what you're gonna do. You're not gonna fix
temporary.
Temporary.
Yeah.
Because to fix a crack in a wall, you have to fix the wall. But the only reason I know that is because...
Really, you could kind of do a little chip thing, and I'll go on YouTube and see how to do it, but that's the idea I have in my mind.
Yeah.
The other day, my pump, the pipe going into my pump started a leak. When I went and looked, it cracked, so I had to go and learn how to do some plumbing online, so I had to cut the pipe, stick it
put
back.
The color.
Get the sleeve, the color, and buy back the valve, and buy some wrench and fix back the pump.
You buy the wrench too? Okay, well now we have a wrench to fix anything that plumbing wise, yeah.
Yeah, cause
that's be me. I'd be like, wait, boy, this too expensive. But if I buy it once, anytime I need to use it again, I have it there. So that's why I have all kind of tools. And everybody just be like, how you get that? I say, well, something bad happened and I wasn't going to pay. If the tool costing me $350 and the person coming to fix it costs $350, I'm buying the tool.
Yeah, me too.
And I'll fix it for myself.
Like all the material come up to like almost like 200 or 150, and I know a plumber would have be way more than that. So I was like,
$350 minimum just to come.
I'll go on YouTube, see how to do it, buy the material, and
Yeah. Well, that's good to know. My techiness this week. Let me do the techiness check. Pillow get like a segment. Time for the techiness check. No, we won't do that. That's not gonna happen at all. Install automatic dog feeder that's Wi-Fi enabled, and so when I do leave my house for an extended period of time, the dog will be fed. So my son and I had a project of installing this automatic dog feeder, configuring the app, setting up the parameters and all kind of thing and schedules and whatnot, and we had some bonding time. Problem solving how to make sure that the dog gets food. We still have some additions to add to it, some PVC pipe and thing to make sure that it funnel down properly to the bowl. But we test it out, and as soon as one pellet hit the bowl, the dog came running. And it's like, cause it's Pavlov now, you know, once you hear that noise, food. Yeah. So we know for sure, okay, she go here when it's time to eat, and then she would just probably get accustomed to like, okay, it's 6 o'clock or whatever time to eat. Yeah, but it was nice and techy to set it up with Wi-Fi and the app, and I share it with him on his phone, and he click a link and he create the account. I was like, look at you, you're smart homing right now. And he's like, this thing real cool, boy. Like, yes, technology is very cool. Hopefully follow that path and you will become like your father, which not gonna happen. Because you can't gauge what these children ever like in life. We're talking about that pre-show, but anyhow. What was your techiness like, Michaela? I'll start with you.
Oh, I am currently doing my CBBH exam. So I started the exam Friday, Friday, like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Side note, that is why
Yeah.
she was sleeping just now. Okay, go ahead, yeah.
Yep. Yep. I literally went to bed at 10 a.m. this morning. Still doing the exam. So far I've captured 3 out of 10 flags. I don't think I'm passing the exam this wrong, but once you submit your report, even if you submit your report, you get a free retry within 2 weeks. So it's been fun though.
Okay.
Yeah, they say use the first exam as like your dry run. You get a free retry once you submit your report. So it's been interesting. It's been fun. I like it.
Sounds kind of cool, capturing flags. 3 out of 10. I don't know how much flags I'll be able to capture in that exam, but I do think you're allowed to use AI.
It's an open book exam basically. The only thing you're not allowed to do is have somebody else do it for you.
Oh, okay. If I was determined enough for that, try to get at least 5. But you seem like you're doing it for the experience. You don't sound like it's a big urgency. The second one you're going to try to nail. Yeah. That's wise. Yeah. What about you, Akim? What you do?
Yeah, yesterday I went and set up and test a point of sale system. So
that was the Udu thing you was talking about?
And it's live now with the receipt printer. And made the first sale. Somebody come buy the stuff, receipt print out with correct information, and everything running as it should.
Nice. Wow. Until something doesn't run as it should.
No. Knock on wood. Everything going to run as it should.
You in technology long enough. You in technology long enough to know that something will happen, but you'll fix it.
Yeah, something. It wouldn't be critical. It wouldn't be fatal.
Yeah, it'll be something that you had an oversight on. Yeah, this thing aligned to the right. It shouldn't be aligned to the right. I'm align it to the left.
That was a big thing. Like before, I get everything aligned correctly on the receipt. I print like about 20 something receipts just to make sure it had the right resolution and printed the right way.
Yeah. That's be the stuff that is kind of be like, I get to work, but I could fix this.
Yeah.
I could. Do I want to put the effort into fixing it? I don't know. However, let's have some little pet peeves that we have as tech people. Me, alignment. I real beat up about alignment. Like, because I have to deal with so much IAs where students have to submit work like in a standardized format. If you have one paragraph out of line, I will not read your whole IA because I'd be like, no, align your paragraphs properly. Like if you're pressing tab, press tab. If you're not pressing tab, don't press tab. And don't be like, single spacing and then double spacing in certain parts. Yeah, but that's just me, that's the teacher in me. But who's teaching right now? Actually, I'm still teaching because I don't stop classes. Right, time for you to find out what we're talking about today. Talking about Finfluencers. There's a warning to not listen to the Finfluencers because financial information on TikTok can be very, very shaky. We'll talk about it because Ole might know a little more than me.
Shady.
Because I'm not on that part of the internet. Next part of the internet that we had to look at is if you're looking for authenticity on the internet, we have a little discussion to go through based on an article about whether or not there's authenticity on the internet. Again, it's just one big business to try to get you to pay money for something, which is a ongoing debate, and the article that we look at will kind of go through that. And then, is Grok racist? Well, duh. Apparently Grok was caught with some anti-Semitic posts again. Notice I'm saying again and again because Elon on them. Anyhow, we'll talk about it when we get there. I don't want to call Elon name again, but we have a lot to say about him. So let's go. Well, Well, you probably made it this far in the podcast. That means you probably like technology a lot and like to at least hear us talk about technology. And that also means you may know somebody or somebody who knows somebody or somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who wants a website built or an app built or some sort of technology integrated in their business. If you want to help them out, you could send them to Make It Simple TT, send them to us. And we have business services that range from building websites to building apps to invoicing systems to ensuring that technology is used in your company, to installation of routers, buying things online. So you could check us out, 308-8799. You could check our services out, or you could go to makeitsimplett.com and see some of the things that we've done and maybe give a recommendation to our website built or something like that. All right, Finfluencer warning. All right, when you hear the term Finfluencer, the first thing that comes to your mind, Michaela?
Finfluencer? Why Fin? Oh, finance. Okay. Wow. I was like, Finfluencer, people swimming. What going on? Oh.
A financial influencer.
Yeah,
okay.
Finance bros.
First thing that has come to my mind when I relate to Trinidad is scam.
So the TTSEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, their job is to kind of monitor these Ponzi schemes and all those different ways of taking advantage of people's financial ignorance. As financial advice on social media becomes increasingly common.
Before start, it's not just ignorance, it's greed too. Because it has some people that as well know it's a Ponzi scheme and just want to get in early so that they would be the ones to benefit. And then they well know people later on not going to benefit. So it's not just ignorance. Some people just go in knowing it's a scam or a scheme.
I didn't even think about that, you know.
Wow.
I'm talking from knowing, not just speculating.
Yeah. They know, yeah. Once you get in on that flower early, you get your money and whoever else come after is them to catch because you know how the flower does work. Yeah.
Yep.
So the article says financial advice on social media becomes increasingly common. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission is urging the public to be cautious of so-called finfluencers. These are social media personalities who promote investment content without being registered professionals. The term finfluencer may still be unfamiliar to many, but the influence is growing, especially among younger investors who trust online platforms more than traditional sources. The TTSEC stated that in its biannual market newsletter. So platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, they use it to share general investment tips, promote financial products, and earn income through sponsored posts and affiliate links. So that's the gist of the article. There's a lot more that they talk about inside of it. However, the question I want to start off with is, have you ever been tempted by any one of them? Because it seemed like legit. It seemed...
I have more brain cells than that. No. No.
Never get tempted.
You just had to think, you know, like, just use your brain. Use your brain.
Cause like, anytime something like it too good to be true, it's definitely not true. Cause like some of them, I just go down the rabbit hole with some of them. Some of them just be promising you get 10%, or you get your 1,000x your money, your 10x your money, and they'll have a chart telling you it's compound interest, right? You start at 10x, then 20x, then you go 40x, and you're going all the way down. And like if you think about this logically, you're going to reach, if you even just go down to like 200, you're going to reach a point where you're into the billions. And like if it was so easy, then everybody would have do it. But people just jump into it. It's like,
no, but it's a secret method for only you and I. We will become the billionaires. Just us, you know? So jump on this opportunity fast. I look like I won yesterday.
You see one yesterday? Okay, so long story short, you were never remotely tempted.
Nope.
For anyone of them. I think I was never remotely tempted because I just like, I've been around this world long enough to know that you, when you're on social media, yes, lie. And in order for somebody to build social media credibility, I need to see a consistent track record of validated information coming from you before I start to even care about what you say. So, like, cause remember, like, I coming from a world of asking you 4 W's now. Who, what, why, when, and where. 5 W's, right? Who is saying it? Why they saying it? What they talking about? When is it going to happen? And where are they based, basically? When and where kind of difficult because it's like usually location-based stuff now. But when it's on the social media, it's who, what, and why for sure. Who are you? What you're saying and why you're saying it for. And the why is always where it gets stuck. I'd be like, nope, yeah, this is looking strange. So I remember the or you could probably give me the more up-to-date ones. But I remember the flower one, right? A man messaged me at a post from Instagram. He was like, he sent it to me and he like, Andre, check this out now. I want to know if it's real. And the first thing I say, you get on Instagram, it's not real. He's like, no, but check it out now. I want to understand about it. Understand how it's working. So I take my time and I go through this flower thing where you have the flame and then the flame does turn to somebody and you just work your way to the middle and then you had again next flower and then what kind of thing. And I was like, okay, basically what's going to happen here is that the person that coming last going to be funding the person that in the middle. And the person that in the middle going to get a lot of money. And then they were like, oh no, but when they go back, when that person else had to go back out to the outside and reinvest. I was like, yeah, but they still have to bring somebody else in from you. Once you have to bring somebody else in, that means it have a gap. Once there's a gap, that means eventually the gap will become so big that somebody is going to be expecting money and they do exist. And I seem like Einstein to my boy. My boy is like, wait, that's true, wow, and all kind of thing. And then I think I had to go on the radio and I had to speak about it or some kind of thing like that. And people thought I was Nostradamus. And I like, dog, what was really going to be going on to you that will again catch you this? And then somebody thought I was an actual mathematician. Like that I literally had like mathematical skills on the level of whatever mathematician you could think of. I don't know what the new ones are. However, I know that they exist. And Shiva Ms. Amanda's be pointing them out all the time. But why do we still get caught with it? And what is the problem?
The new ones involve crypto and forex trading and that type of thing. And I mean, part of it is ignorance. Like say a friend who probably not aware of things. They would hear people talk about it. Yeah, you can 10x your money, pay money here, and you'll get a return. In 2 months, in 3 months, or whatever. So some people would really believe it because the person talking convincing, and when it comes to money, people does do some strange things when
for some change.
Yeah, there's do real strange things. People does go and borrow. I see people go and borrow money that they don't have, or take them other money, 10,000, 20, 50, 60,000, and giving a total stranger it because he promising you to double your money. And as I say, some people in the beginning, as I say, will get through, but later on.
So it still have like videos where there's put up where somebody holding like 100 bills or something, so and they're like holding it in front of the camera or they're showing you it on a table or some kind of thing like that.
It beyond that. I see a video. Okay. I see a video with probably $1 million on a table on TikTok. Like last year or year before.
Okay.
And talking about, crypto, invest and whatever.
But we couldn't verify if it was actually $100 bills. It could just be like...
It was.
Okay. So...
sometimes it is like tens of thousands of dollars. But that particular account stopped showing the money. But in the early, it's to kind of entice people. Like if you see, it has some people never see him 10,000 in hundreds in their life. Seeing that it will kind of lend some credibility to some people. Like some people seeing that they'll be like, yeah, but these fellas probably know what they're doing.
I'm
see
Michaela,
that,
what you do see?
I don't see any of these things, you know. But well, no, actually, sometimes I'll see people like posting on the Instagram story. Some it's supposed to be the same generic screenshots with some random payout amount, and they'd be like, message me to find out how to get started on your journey, something. So,
organo gold kind of vibes.
Yeah, and I had one person who actually. They came out a little while later and they were like, yeah, their account was hacked. They would never promote anything like that. That's a scam. I'm like, okay. As watch them thing. I don't know if it's because I have like a mental filter, so I genuinely don't see it. But yeah, I don't see things like that too often.
And like a third one recently, where the people actually build an online platform, like an app with a website where you can go in and use your money to buy the crypto or whatever, and then they'll be like, yeah, if you buy this gold, it's a gold package, platinum package, you put your money into this package, you're 10x your money. If you put your money in the platinum package, you're say 20x your money, but for the gold package, you had to put 10,000. This package, you had to put 50,000, right? And then every month in the app, they would just update. They would tell you, you would get a return, but you need to keep the money in the system and keep reinvesting for 3 months, and then at the end, you'll get your money, right? But in the app, what they was really doing was just manipulating the figures on the app to show that the money doubling in the app. Because remember, you had to hold it in the app for 3 months. So they seen the money doubling, but in fact, that was just somebody changing the numbers in the background. Right? That time the money done gone somewhere else into some pool for that person to do whatever. And end of the 3 months or the 6 months, pull the rug, they will say the app crash or the markets was rough, and all them people lose their money.
So, like, I know people who just do legitimate forex trading, right? Legitimate meaning the returns not guaranteed. If you come inside this thing, you have to put in the work and you have to check the exchange rate and you have to know the markets and all that kind of stuff. Those Finfluencers who do that, what can they do? What does do to make you trust them? Or they just don't even be on social media looking for people. They just probably do that by word of mouth kind of thing.
Like, I wouldn't trust somebody. Like me personally, I wouldn't go unless somebody trade money for me, because that's like gambling.
Well,
for me to take I have $1,000 and I hand you it and tell you go and trade this money for me, I wouldn't do that.
I would only do that if they are a licensed trader.
I wouldn't even do that either, because trading, like day trading, is a real volatile thing. The risk profile for trading too high for me.
Well, I know in the US, day trading is the thing. Is the thing with the little green lines and the red kind of block with the line, and let's have like
the candles and things.
Yeah, the candles. Yeah. That has be real big in America, and the Finfluencers in America are always talking about day trading.
It's very risky.
Yeah. I know there's a problem in the States too, because it have a lot of influencers in the States that will tell you all sort of stuff, but they don't tell you that it do apply in your state or some kind of thing like that. So they might be telling you it working in like Wisconsin, but you in New York trying to do it, and then all of a sudden police run up by your door, whoop whoop, because you committing financial crimes with whatever you're doing. And they're like, but so-and-so told me to do it. It was Jack. And you'd be like, Jack in Wisconsin are no laws against this. But here, we care about that. So in our case, we need to have laws against it. But the TTSEC, their job is to watchdog it. Their job is to monitor it. But who gonna get charged? Nobody gonna get charged.
Somebody suppose, like, So that people are supposed to get charged already for this because it going on a while now, and the only conclusion it seems as if somebody turning a blind eye to it because it out there real long, and it ought to be somebody turning a blind eye to it because I don't know. You know, it's our next thing to kind of going back to what I was saying about people know what's going on. Like, as we going through some of the comments, right? And I thought this one person was like, yeah, I get double my money already, but that was 2 months ago, and all they promised 10x, and I never get my 10x. So he complaining that he didn't get his 10x. He get his double X 2 months. 2 times the money 2 months ago. We complaining now that he didn't get the 10x that I promised.
Why you
So people does some people doesn't know what they're getting into.
I think some people genuinely they genuinely think that somebody cares about them in this financial world. There's one thing I sure about in this world. When it comes to money, nobody cares about you. Nobody gonna try to be like, I care about your financial status and I want to not take advantage of you. It's basically, I could get money, and if you don't go and get your money, I will take it. Because that's basically the concept. Like, yeah, if you don't look out for your own money, I'm not gonna look out for it for you, I'm looking out for mine. And we will look out for other people with many other things. But when it comes to money, you just get like your primal instinct does kick in. Like you didn't know. Oh shucks. All right, it's kind of like box lunch.
Box lunch, what?
When
I feel like I lose the analogy.
Yeah, let me explain to you how box lunches work. When curry come for box lunch, nobody does tell anybody else. You just see people quietly go in, get a curry, and then walk back out. And nobody go down and check for you and be like, hey, it's our curry for box lunch. Come, let we go. No.
Well, no, because it's on a Wednesday, curry does come. So if you don't know.
Yeah, but what if it do come on a Wednesday and it come on another day and one person find out? They're not going to tell anybody else that it have curry for box lunch. They are going to get it. It could be your bestest of friends. You'll go and get yours first.
And then tell them after.
And that is how money does work with people. We'll be like, oh, it have money available in some place. They'll go and get theirs first and then tell them, hey, you could go and collect that. Or you could go and get this. Imagine, filing for taxes. Somebody could have tell me something about filing for taxes a long time, but them filing and collecting the money all the time, and then they're like, oh, you didn't know? I was like, come now, man. Like, it's not like we're competing for money. It's tax returns. And but they didn't want to tell me because you just get this desire to be like, let me go and get the money. I'll be richer. As whisper in your ears, some kind of thing like that. So that whole Finfluencer life, yeah, that's what people think that they're doing. They think that when they watch that video, they're making a friend through the video, and this person cares about them to say, hey, we in this together. We could make money. And they will go and do it, and everybody thinks they're doing it in a very secret way. And when really and truly is a mass shakedown of ignorance and or stupidity. Because I think there's a level of stupidity in it. And there's a level of stupidity where you could clearly see the red flags, but you want a tenfold increase, boy. Whenever in life something does increase tenfold, the only thing that increase tenfold is problems.
Yeah, I was about to say that is stress. Yeah, that's stress. The only thing that has increased.
Exponentially. Yeah. You don't even matter ask, it just come. Yeah.
10x your money in 3 months. I don't know how that possible.
Yeah. Yeah, so the TTSEC, their job is to be the watchdog, to monitor it. And all they could do is just warn people. In the article, they did say something about, they did a survey and only 62% of people understood basic financial awareness, and It was up from 67. No, it went up to 67% in the second time or some kind of thing like that. But I'm sure basic financial awareness, not much people have it. Just because of the amount of people that unbanked. Just the basic reason why people unbank, because banks is the devil or banks will thief your money. That's basic financial awareness, I think, is not as high as it should be.
But
hopefully we get there.
You know what, too? I dealing with some banks this past week and talking to some people. Part of it is not honest. Part of it is frustration with the banks. Some of the banks are just frustrated and have too much red tape and bureaucracy for certain things. So some people, like, if they don't have to go through the banks, and some people that's a real bad experience with the banks, and just be like, yeah, close all my accounts, I don't want to account here again. Take give me all my money and they'll go somewhere else. So that's that part I too. That's bad experiences.
Yeah, I agree with you. I get where you're coming from. Unfortunately that's a part of the journey, but my bad bank experience not gonna stop me from having a bank account.
I will close. I will be like, all right, close my account, give me my money, I'll go to our next bank.
Yeah, that yeah, no. Cash is pain. Cash is real pain. You know what?
I don't mind cash.
Nah, you see when it's a workman and thing, that like doing work on the house or whatever it is, and they had to get cash, I was real toot. I was real toot. Because I had to go and take out the cash to pay these workmen. And I don't like to. I really don't like to. But because ATMs, they're annoying. Anyhow, that will take me down a road where I don't want to go. So let's move on to the next topic now. Authenticity on the internet and social media. Are we authentic on our podcast? Let's find out. Right now you're listening to Training TechCast, and more than likely you know that I love technology a lot. But more so, I love teaching technology. I'm a CSEC IT and CAPE Computer Science and IT teacher, and I have classes that are available. So if you know any student that's looking for quality CAPE Computer Science or CSEC IT classes, you can check us out 308-8799 on WhatsApp or makeitsimplett.com/register. You can get classes, notes, recordings, IA, SBA help, everything that you could think of. That will get you that one in CSEC IT. So you can check us out. So let me read the article first because I want to set the stage for us to discuss it. So this is written by Kirk Rampersad, From Authenticity to Algorithms and Back Again. Remember when a food blogger's recommendation could make or break your weekend lime spot? Or when a quick video review from a local creator turned to an obscure doubles vendor in Penal into a must-visit destination overnight? These moments were rooted in authenticity, a time when influencer marketing in TNT was built on trust, not transactions. In the early days, content creators gained influence not through algorithms or ad budgets, but by offering honest recommendations based on real-life experiences. Their storytelling was raw, their voices unfiltered, and their impact undeniable. Fast forward to 2025, and the once authentic digital space has become increasingly commercialized. Sponsored content dominates feeds, brand tags, and affiliate links, crowd captions, and the passion-driven voice of early creators has been diluted by the pressure to perform and monetize. Do you agree or do you disagree? Go ahead first. Go ahead, Akim.
I agree that things not as authentic as it used to be.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Because I have first-hand experience.
All right, just now, before you're gonna hear Michaela first, before we taint her view.
I think it's twofold. So people have been inauthentic since the beginning of time. But
Pick a side, Michaela. Pick a side. You're on the fence. Okay. Yeah. Because
the fence is the correct answer in this point.
Oh, wow.
Because yeah, some people. Okay, so I guess it depends on how you view it. So if I I'm a food blogger and I come across to people as, happy-go-lucky, I'm being very, very honest about my reviews. If all of a sudden I switch up, then yeah, I'm being inauthentic. But if I've been pretend hoity-toity from the start, I didn't switch up, that's not me being inauthentic, that's my brand. That's the brand that I've curated. Your digital brand and your actual personality can be two completely different things. So
okay, I laugh because I understand what you're saying.
Grok is right, because
I agree that it has become inauthentic because when you are authentic on social media, it takes a lot of work to continue being authentic because people start to expect something of you or from you. And if you're going and putting that amount of time, you genuinely will tell yourself, I should get something out of this or I should start to make money. And that is where your authenticity will start to drop because you will now start to say, this thing is work. Work is supposed to make money. Let me try to make money off of it. So I could see that it would have devolved in such a way because the truly authentic ones, they just do what they have to do and have fun doing it. And when they stop having fun, they'll just be like, yeah, I good. I ain't gonna fight this anymore. Like Akeem with Redbit_tech. Like, he just like, nah, boy. This was fun for a while. But yeah. I ain't really gonna fight this down because it taken a lot of my time and I really not trying to go and monetize all of this. If it taking up my time, it should have some material, some gain from it. So I get you. Because when I say I get your view, McKellar, is because there are some people who came into it with the desire to make money one time. And they came in with a curated brand, and that curated brand may have taken off because of the way they curated it at the point in time. More than likely, the authentic people would have taken off better because they were authentic. But some of the curated ones, they probably had really good products or some kind of thing like that. Y'all remember something Sam Lal Singh from the one who used to do the parodies early days of TikTok?
Yes, yeah.
A girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan Sam Lal Singh or some kind of thing like that. I don't know what it is. But yeah. But she used to do real funny parodies. Before City by Samson, I think I had jumped to TikTok and Kyle Boss One and all them thing come up with the parodies and thing. Yeah, she used to do real good parodies and she used to get real organic stuff because she was doing it for fun. And then had one time I saw her doing a ad for Digicel. And she looked like she was being like mind controlled or forced or some kind of thing. And I was be like, whoa, she not even funny anymore. Like she literally talking about Digicel and you could see that in my humble estimation that she was now trying to see if she could monetize her platform for Digicel. Well, yeah, they use Digicel to monetize her platform, but it was totally inauthentic. And then she just kind of fall off TikTok. Like, she didn't bother to do videos anymore. Because I can't say for sure. I don't know. But that's generally the arc that people just follow. The arc is follow is you do stuff, you're funny, you do what you like and that kind of thing. And then you just kind of not fall in love with it again because it's no longer fun, it's work. And if it's work, make money.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's also why I stopped streaming. I loved streaming. It was fun. But you see once the pandemic ended, I have to like go and work. I have to work. I have to be in school. I have real things to do. I don't have time for that. I love it, but nah.
Yeah,
don't have the time.
yeah.
Don't have the time, don't have the energy.
But like in the article, it kind of linked to there's a sentence, or let me read this part for you. It said, today Instagram and TikTok feeds are packed with collab posts, curated aesthetics and sponsorships from industries far removed from a creator's niche. Some food bloggers now promote beauty clinics and SUVs in between restaurant reviews, creating confusion for audiences and diluting their authority. What was once a community-driven content now feels more like a catalog the audiences are noticing. The shift away from authenticity isn't limited to TNT. And then...
You know what, too, talking about food bloggers, right? It's not even the authenticity in terms of they're doing food, but they're branching off into other things. The food reviews itself don't be authentic. Because how much, like, and my wife does do this. You're saying
this with conviction, boy. Go ahead.
Yeah, my wife does. She does find this person on Instagram or TikTok reviewing food, and she's like, "Yeah, this person, I'm pick up this place, and whatever. Tell her place she make we go, and when we go, we buy shepherd's pie. The shepherd's pie have corned beef in it instead of lower minced beef.
Instead of minced beef, yeah.
That was a few years ago. Then recently, my brother and his wife came from the US. Right, we carrying them around, showing them different Trini food, doubles, bacon, shackle. And my wife was like, you know, it's this real nice Chinese place. I see this fella reviewing, and he drives so far, and he was like, yeah, they're the best food I'm ever. We went and buy the Chinese, and it was like the worst Chinese I've ever eaten in my life. Well, so them food reviewers, I don't know what it is be doing, but the food they're reviewing, some I don't taste good.
No, I'm glad I mark safe from food bloggers. I've never gone to a place in Trinidad and Tobago because somebody recommended it on the internet. Never.
Me too. Like after that last.
Always good.
and you are no bad experiences like Akeem, right?
Well, it depends. Some places are mid, some places they live up to your expectation. It's just about trying it. It's food. If you don't like it, you don't want to go back again.
I tell my wife, and she agreed too. We ain't doing that no more. We ain't taking no more recommendations from nothing.
Peer reviewed. It must be peer reviewed.
Yeah. Not even that. It has some of she friends just recommend things, and when we go and eat it, it don't taste good. It's like it had a wings place in Europe. And when you want to eat the wings oily and it tasting old, and it's like, I ain't doing that no more.
I like when it comes to authenticity online, I usually don't usually like people or follow people who do skits or parodies, because to me some of them not funny, right? And I just be like, okay, this is not funny to me. I'm a very information-driven person, so I like to see curated content that gives me something I didn't know at the point in time, or some kind of illustration or some kind of thing to watch like that, right? Now, if that becomes inauthentic, like I realized that there's this person called Cleo Abraham, right? I don't know if you know who that is, but she's from the States. She's not local. But she's do like science videos about cool science, things with science and technology. And at that time, she do like a science and technology thing about Dell, about her Dell laptop. And I didn't know it was an ad, because she was actually talking about it like she actually like it now. And I know she's a Mac user. I was like, what? Oh, she using Windows. So I was like, and then when I watched the bottom, I see hashtag ad, and it was a paid sponsorship or collaboration with or some kind of thing. So you know, it's be real small in the corner, whatever it is, right? Mm-hmm. If the person is able to slide in an ad and it's totally in line with what they do, I actually appreciate that a lot. That means that they don't just accept any money that you throw at them, but they actually say, if I'm going to do a video about this, it has to be able to fall within my authentic brand or how I normally do videos. And when it comes to that, I ain't vexed. I'm not vexed at all. But if you just, living your life and you doing your content, and then all of a sudden you start to do videos that literally just trying to sell me something, I as get kind of concerned or confused.
So if like KFC come to you and say, Andre, drop a KFC ad in the podcast.
I most likely will say no.
You will say no?
Most likely. Because I don't know why. I don't know if I care enough to try to slide that in if it's not going to benefit the audience in that sense. So let me see. I'll use myself as an example. So I started off doing a lot of videos on YouTube for CSEC and IT students, right? In my mind, I was like, there's a twofold thing for this. I have lessons classes. I want the students to come to the class, but I also just want to help people and do cool videos because there is a big gap in the online space when it comes to learning CSEC subjects, and I'm an IT teacher. So I do any videos and I having fun and whatnot. But genuinely, I was like, this could be a business opportunity. So let me see if I could splice in the ability to get more children in my classes. Of course, I get more children in my classes, but I've been accused of running down money and trying to run down a host and run down students to make money and stop doing free content and whatnot. When I have the 75-25 rule. 75% of what I put on YouTube is just straightforward, free, no catch, nothing. And 25% of it, there is a little catch to say, hey, I have classes, I have this, I have that. Here are the products that are available. But if it ever feels like I don't want to do a YouTube video to genuinely help somebody, it's better done, but it's better stop. It's better do better. And that's my conviction right now. However, the amount of money I might get for selling a product might end up make me think otherwise, because we just had a little conversation about money does make you do some real dumb things now. So money versus authenticity, it's a little tricky. So Michaela, if Twitch was paying you to still stream games.
Twitch was paying me.
Okay, sorry. If Twitch was paying you money, like
no,
money.
Well, like money.
Like money, yeah.
I may have, but for me, it was more taking the time, because at the end of the day, I'll be tired and then I'll have to stream tired. And I love to talk. I love to interact with people. So I don't want to do that if I'm tired.
Yeah.
So I want to give everybody the best experience possible.
Okay. It was the part where they have partner program or verified or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have to have a certain amount of
hours,
followers.
Watch hours for the month or something.
Yeah, and followers and all that, tra-la-la-la-la. But I was able to get payouts. I think I collected like 2 payouts. I still have a payout to collect, but it's under the threshold. So there's a certain threshold you need to meet for them to do if they're doing a wire transfer. So I don't have that threshold. So I'm at the threshold where I could like use a PayPal account, but PayPal never works for me. So the money just there. Like 2-3 years
same
now.
thing as be with YouTube, yeah. I thought I would make plenty money on YouTube just by generating proper content, and I learned a lot in the process about CPM and all that kind of drama. But I don't really care anymore, because I really figured out another way to market services while doing stuff that you're authentic about. And I think that's the balance that you gotta try to find. If the thing that you're doing is not authentic, if you're doing it for the purpose of making money, you are creating a job. And if you create a job, you're going to have expectations for that particular job. And if you have a job already, and then you create a next job that you consider to be a side hustle is supposed to be on the side, but some side, the streaming thing and the influencer thing, that does go from side hustle to draining your lifeblood real easily, because you'll be like, okay, I have to set this target of doing 5 videos per week. And Akim go remember that, when you had to be like, You used to do 5 videos a day, a week, and then it's dropped to 3, and then it dropped to 2, and then 1 year.
I used to post a video every day for 2 years.
Yeah. And you had to edit that, you had to thing, you had to, and the expectations and whatnot. Yeah, you're creating a job and it's creating a pressure, and the authenticity just go away.
I mean, I make a little bit of money on it, but it was the amount of money I was making, it justified the time and effort I was putting into it.
Yeah. So I understand the article, and I understand that the realness matters. And one of the things about the article is it trying to say it's going to get back to authenticity. People,
I don't think so.
People will start to gravitate. That was the article saying people are going to start to gravitate back to authenticity more than just paid and promoted and sponsored content, because something had to give.
So. I think money makes the world go round. So as long as somebody paying money for you to do something, somebody gonna take it up.
But then viewers will get disenchanted.
That's where the person will probably have to be creative, like the person I was talking about, and
That's all. So this is why you cancel your Netflix account.
I never pay for Netflix in my life. But I had it.
Yeah. But we kind of discussed this at a point in time that Netflix prices was getting too high, and it had to reach that point where it's like, nah, this ain't with it. And
yeah. But
right. It must have reached a point where this ain't with it. Like if you're going on social media and all you are following is people who are trying to sell you things, at some point in time you'll be like, this ain't with it. I need to start to find people who actually.
I was going to say too, I don't know when last I followed somebody. Almost.
Well, yeah, the following is not a thing anymore, because the For You page is just straight the things I want to see. Like following, like somebody with 10,000 followers and somebody with 1,000 followers, both of them could get a 80K video on a weekly basis, depending on what they post, because content does find you now, which is good. But it have so much that it's hard for the content that you actually want to find you, because all the content that is out there looking to get your eyeballs now. That's the problem. So yeah, be authentic. I for sure on this podcast I real authentic. I like I don't care. I really not I don't think that Elon Musk and Grok will ever be held accountable. Next story. Michaela, you the one that say you just use Grok?
Yeah. I also made a post on LinkedIn. I was procrastinating studying. I made a post on LinkedIn about Grok, actually. Yeah. How the environmental impact of what Elon is doing. Not the
I see the infrared videos. I saw it this week. It has some infrared videos showing the turbines and the amount of heat that it generates, or some kind of thing, something like that.
Yeah, the air pollution, yep.
Yeah. I saw it.
And they don't have the permits. Well, they just got the permits.
You're like a watchdog, environmental watchdog. That's funny. Okay, well, Grok in the news again. It turns out some anti-Semitic posts a few days after its update. So, chatbot Grok, which was produced by Elon Musk XAI, wrote numerous anti-Semitic social media posts Tuesday after the artificial intelligence company released a revamped version of it over the weekend. The posts range from alleged patterns about Jewish people to praising Hitler. In one exchange, in response to a user's question asking it to identify a person in a screenshot, Grok replied, it was a person named Cindy Steinberg. It added, she's gleefully celebrating the tragic deaths of white kids in the recent Texas flash floods, calling them future fascists. Classic case of hate dressed as activism. And that's her name every damn time, as they say. What the hell? like, what? That's not even... You know, it have them people in school as serial dark jokes. That's like a really dark joke, and some people may find it funny because You know how you like when you're in a particular social context, you could say racist jokes among certain people and they will laugh at it because they are of that particular race and they will be like, ha ha ha, yeah, it's funny, but you'll dare not say it in front of another set of people or some kind of thing like that. Yeah, Grok is that friend who'll just be like, has zero social cues and be like, yeah, I'm gonna tell the joke. I don't care what they say. And
you know what? You know, this kind of reveal that AI could literally spiral or go either way just on a little update, you know. It had some real thin guardrails that just holding it back.
Oh, yes.
This was just Elon saying he do an update and it was like he let go one of the guardrails and it just went loose and he had to kind of reel it back in. So all of them probably had certain little guardrails that they had, but that could probably
I like how you say
removed.
it's one update away for I can imagine the change management process for like Gemini and ChatGPT. Well, Gemini more so because Google have way more to lose when they say dumb stuff. ChatGPT could get away because they like the new kid on the block. But the kind of change management forms you probably had to fill out and the level of testing that you have to do because you're real correct. The ability for a large language model to just jump out itself and say whatever it wants to say, it's right there. It's literally right there because it's like a child.
Plus two, Twitter is one of the most toxic social media platforms in the world. Right? And Grok
train on that, yeah, you're correct.
So Grok real versed in being toxic.
But my point about this is they will get away with it over and over and over and over and over. Because one, Elon Musk does get away with things over and over and over and over. And two, they are a private company. Once you're a private company, there are no shareholders to answer to. The only person you answer to is the owner of the company. And the owner of the company is Elon Musk.
And three, people attention span real short. So by next week, next 2 weeks, people gonna forget about this. Because some other thing going on coming in new cycle that will just take over.
How offensive does it have to get for us not to forget? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I could conjure up something here. If a large language model gives a step-by-step guide on how to make a bomb.
I sure he could do that.
I sure could do that right now.
Yeah, he could do that.
Yeah, you could game it. I've seen YouTube videos on it, I think, where you could game it and give it like a scenario and whatnot. But I'm talking about, hi, ChatGPT, I want to make a bomb. Can you give me a step-by-step guide? And it just give you every single thing. Without saying, I'm a large language model, I'm not supposed to do that or all kind of thing. Because you could get it to be done, but you had to go like about 6 to 7 prompts in to create the fake scenario.
Right now.
Yeah, right. Okay. Where is the point where people are going to have a red flag and be like, yo, we can't allow that?
When it personally affects them.
When it if it start to do things that affect people in power, the real people in power, if it start to affect them adversely, then right now it's just we plebs at the bottom fighting among each other.
Okay.
If it really start to impact.
Okay, so if you go and say, hi ChatGPT, hi Gemini, who runs the world and how do I kill them? And it start to list all of the people and start to dox them and all that kind of drama.
What? If it really Epstein, Epstein
yeah, something so, yeah.
Something like people up in thing right now for, yeah.
I just trying to create the scenario or find out where it's going to become a issue. Because Grok, there's not Grok first time, not second time, not third time, not fourth time, not fifth time. And most of the times there's always something around race, anti-Semitism, more racial stuff than anything. But when it gets into politics, that is where we'll see probably people will start to care because it matters to them or it bothers them.
I don't know.
Like the US Senate, I think they tried to shut down TikTok because
Because of the anti-Semitism that
for the
was
Palestine and thing, the war, right? Yeah. But they also had something where a video was shown on how to make a gun and one of the senators was like, my son saw this video or some kind of thing, some sort, and the TikTok man was like, the head of TikTok was like, we don't create the content, right? There are other people who's creating content, like the same American person who created that. Why don't go after them, basically? But in this case, the large language model is the one that creates any content, and somewhere go hit the fan. But where and when, I'm not too sure. But the pace that it's going at, anybody that'll run very, very fast, ears also fall very, very, very hard. And the speed that AI going at, there'll be some tripping. Well, there's some stumbling taking place. Grok showing that there's some stumbling, but somebody going to trip soon. And
that all is part of the process, growing pains. We'll do better.
Until a 5-year-old boy makes a real bomb. Maybe. I don't know. I don't wanna say. But the article kind of given that kind of vibe where Grok said this, Grok said that, and people just kicks in, boy. We just laughing. We're like, look at you laughing like is
because nothing is going to actually happen, and Elon is not going to be held responsible, and he's going to get away with everything. And like a light little tap on the wrist here and there with a couple $100,000 fines, and he'll be good as new. That's the way we living.
You sound like you're watching the infrared wind turbines pollution video still. How much pollution actually going into the air?
So in the particular state where the data center is, they already have an air pollution problem because there are a lot of industrial factories around there. So they already produce toxins, pollutants, whatever. So those particular turbines that Elon are using, they aren't up to there's a certain environmental standard that the turbines have to be up, the turbines have to run to a certain standard according to the US Clean Air Act, right? So it's currently not doing that. They're also running more turbines than they are legally supposed to be. So they got permits to run 15. The first infrared check, they saw around 35 running. Then it reduced to 24. But it reduced to 24 because they decommissioned some of the smaller ones and commissioned bigger ones. And those particular turbines, according to the manufacturer, have been known to release things like formaldehydes, release things like nitrates, all kind of nonsense that people have to go through. And it's been operational for over a year, and he just gets a light slap on the wrist. So nothing is going to happen.
I hear you. I understand. I guess it is a part of the progress because Google data centers just get the same kind of stick. All Microsoft data centers just get drama too. Even though like Google achieved net zero, I think, meaning they generate as much clean energy as they use quote unquote dirty energy. At some point in time, they still get like pushback because they're still using dirty energy now or creating dirty energy. But I don't know what will happen, but I just feel like AI is going to reach that point where it's going to make a major blunder, and the tinfoil hat people will start to jump out, especially since Grok making mistakes considerably, and hallucinations have become like acceptable. Because I think I set up AI. I think last week when I set up AI in my Google services, they blatantly said, yeah, sometimes AI does say wrong things. You sure you want to go ahead with that? And I was like, I agree, because I understand. So they really need to solve that that problem of accuracy. But the problem of accuracy, it will always exist because it's almost like replicating humans. When you replicate humans, inaccuracies are just going to be a part of it. Because you're taking data, you're feeding data from humans, so you can't expect it to take the inaccurate data and make it accurate. That'll be kind of weird. Yeah. But I think I use Grok since the time we do it on the podcast. I don't even know how to open Grok. You need a Twitter account?
You don't need one, but if you do more than 3 queries without an account, it'll tell you need an account.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I use Meta AI inside a WhatsApp group to answer somebody's question, and they were like, whoa, you real smart boy. I was be like, you know, if you just put at AI, it'll answer whoever, right? And somebody say something in our group chat, and I reply to their message, and I was be like, AI, Meta AI, reply to this person, please. And it replied with the snidest comment possible. And I was like,
so you used to be using Meta AI inside WhatsApp. I absolutely hate that they add that to WhatsApp. I try to find any type of setting to disable that thing. I hate it with a passion.
I using that normal. Yeah.
No, I'm like, who even wants this? Nobody wanted this. Nobody wanted this.
Just for the fun of it. I will reply to your voice note and be like, tell me what this person said, please, because I don't want to listen to it. And I think it is.
WhatsApp already has a transcribe feature.
Yeah, no, I just wanna reply to the person voice note for fun. Just for it. I haven't used it for any good reason yet. No, somebody asked a question about who's the fastest person or some kind of thing with some Olympics thing. And I was like, I don't know, but we have an AI that could answer it right now. And there it was. The answer was right there. But it's there. It's intrusive. It's a part of our lives. And Grok will be racist and continue to be, because nobody holds Grok accountable. How do you hold an AI accountable? All right. That's all there, folks. It was a good run. Today's recap is brought to you by time for ad.
KFC.
Yeah, KFC. if KFC has an app with online ordering, then yeah.
They do. I think they do.
Right. I mean, that's the only ad I will consider to be for this audience.
Okay.
Yeah, that would make sense to be like, use the app and use the code Trini TechCast on it or some kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
Not selling rugs or, hey, they have 8 pieces of chicken now. I was seeing something important. Yes, Finfluencer warning, right? We talk about Finfluencers, listening to people with financial advice on social media. But it's not just financial advice. They're inviting you into some sort of financial scheme. And that's the real thing that we have to worry about, the being sucked into those schemes. Looking for authenticity on the internet. Well, Akim and I had a clear decision. Michaela was on the fence because the fence was the best answer for this question, according to her. The fence is an answer. And Grok is racist. Because of an update. One update. That one update could change many lives. So we'll see how AI progresses. However, it's vacation time, so I have 3 vibe coding projects that are going on start. And I don't know, by the end of the 7 weeks, I hope to have vibe coded something useful. Something useful. I already have the concept of the 3 things. I'll tell you the projects at the end. Well, one of them I can't tell you because one of them could make me a lot of money. And because of what we said about money, I'm not going to tell you about it until I actually make the money and be like, hey, yeah, look, I'm making real money right now. I didn't want to tell you about it because you would make the money too. You know, that's gatekeeping. I'm not even sure if it'll make money. It's just for fun. Yeah. But yeah, vibe coding is what this vacation is going to be like. Vibe coding and making videos. I'll make a lot of educational videos.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah. That's vacation. All right. My name is Andre Charles from Make It Simple TT. You could find me at Make It Simple TT with genuine videos about technology that I don't do anymore because I'm only doing educational videos now for students because big people are so hard to please. They're so disgusting. At Trinity TechCast, that's probably the one for big people where we just talk about things, and if you like it, you like it, and if you share it, you share it. Yeah, that's where you'll find me. Akim, yep, let the world know.
Akim there from Trinity TechCast.
Because that's the social media presence that matters right now. Yeah. Except for McKellar's.
Yeah, that's the only one I have.
Yeah, McKellar, good.
Yes, you can find me, Keller_Noel, on Instagram and, well, I guess LinkedIn.
Oh, I thought you was going to TikTok because
Nah.
it didn't happen.
I mean, eventually, I've been inspired to maybe get into, social media influencing, but I know myself, that's real work. You see the second it becomes so much work, I'm not doing it. Nope. I want to be able to just disappear. Nah.
It'll start off so genuine and you're like, oh wait, you expect me to post? You want something from me? Stop it. Stop wanting something from me. I am not your slave. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. I told you. So next episode should be an interview with Shivam Tilak Singh. So y'all could look out for that because he always know all the Ponzi schemes. And he also has some stuff that he doing for adults too. I wanted to talk about it in terms of sensitizing them. Because we talk about the stupid people, but we don't find ways to educate the ignorant people. And we don't find ways to educate them. So Shivam seems like he's trying to do that. So next episode you'll hear, it'll be probably me talking to Shivam or somebody. We might be talking to Shivam because... Bye!